I'm Mertiss Jay Thompson, a master golf professional. I've given over 10,000 lessons over the years in different parts of the country. We're here in Seattle to videotape your short game, because your short game is your golf game. Golf is 90% mental, and the other 10% is mental as well. The average golfer does not spend time on his short game. If he did, his overall game would improve immensely. So that's what I'm here to impart to you. And if you pay attention and practice on purpose, you're almost guaranteed that your golf game will improve. That's almost guaranteed. Take that from me. Also, I'll share a new tool that I've been using lately. This new tool is called EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques. Tour players have been using EFT quietly for years, but now it's coming out of the closet. And it's an easy way to improve your golf game. I've used it in my own golf game, so I've seen tremendous results, extraordinary results, since I don't play a lot. But by using EFT, I'm able to shift the energy in my body and in my thinking, and I have experienced some amazing results. So I'll be sharing that with you, and you can use some parts of EFT before you start to play golf, and you can use it on the golf course. You don't have to do the whole sequence, but I'll show you how you can use just the karate chop. The karate chop. Even though my game is not what it is, I still deeply love and appreciate myself. Okay, we're here in the bunker. The average golfer, when he hits his ball into a bunker or a sand trap, if he hasn't practiced this part of his game, he's terrified. How do I get out of here? But this is basically one of the easiest shots in golf, because it's the only shot where you don't hit the golf ball. You're hitting the sand. So I'll demonstrate that to you and show you how easy it is. The only thing that's required is that you practice this part of your game, because you're not going to hit every green in regulation. Eventually, doing a round of golf, one ball or 2 or 3 balls might go in a sand trap, and you can save yourself a lot of anxiety by approaching these shots with confidence. Really easy. Just watch, and I'll show you how you can do it. But we're in the bunker now. I'm going to show you how easy it is to perform this shot. You approach this shot with confidence that I can get out of this bunker with ease. So what we're going to do first is line up, and we're going to line up left to our target. We're going to just put our feet into the sand, lining up left to the target. And we're not going to ground the club. Grounding the club means putting the ball down, the club down in the sand. We have to keep the club elevated above the sand. Okay, this is the setup for the sand shot. It's very easy to execute. We're going to line up the ball in the middle of our stance, aim to the left, and not have the sand touch, the ball touch the sand. We're going to take the club back slowly and watch the head as it stays behind the ball, brings the club down into the sand. You never hit the ball, the sand just lets the ball go up toward the target. We're aiming left. I always take a deep breath before I execute the shot. Like a basketball player takes a breath between free throws. So just watch my head, that it stays behind the ball, hopefully, on this shot, and let the ball come out by itself. The club finishes high. What I've done is let the club go down to the sand, not stop it, and let it just go right on, and just follow through. Follow through. I use a count. 1, 2. Taking the club away from the ball. 1, 2. Always in rhythm. 1, 2. Down and through. Down and through. I'll hit one more. Aiming left of the target. Aiming left of the target. The head stays behind the ball. club away and let it go. Finish high. I'm using a gap wedge here, but you can use a sand wedge, pitching wedge, 8-iron, whatever club is comfortable for you. Try this and watch your scores come down. Now we're ready for the short game. We're ready for the short game. And this game, this part of your game is the best part. It's the most artistic part. It's the part of the game that will cut strokes off your scorecard easily. The only thing required is that you practice. I see too many golfers who can hit the ball 300 yards down the fairway, and if their second shot doesn't hit the green, they're in trouble because they have no confidence in their short game. And it's so simple. It is so simple, and much is not required. Not a lot is required to perfect this part of your game. The only requirement, like I said, is practice. The more you practice, the more confidence you're going to build and have more fun on the golf course. So here's our setup. I'm using a gap wedge. And all I'm going to do is start with the rhythm, 1, 2. Keep the club moving down and through the ball, never stopping it. If it stops here, then you haven't completed the swing. So the club has to go up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. As I'm doing that, watch the head stays behind the ball. There's plenty of time to look, and that's one reason why golfers miss this shot or miss the ball completely. Because here's what happens. They take the club back, bring it down, and their head follows the ball. So here's what you want to do. The head stays behind the ball. The head stays behind the ball. On the green now, I'm going to hit the ball to this flag, but there's a target before I get to the flag. I'm not hitting the ball directly to the flag. I'm hitting the ball to a spot on the green and letting it hopefully roll to the flag or in the hole. When I'm playing a round of golf, I have so much confidence in my chipping that I expect to chip in 2 or 3. Does it happen all the time? No. But by having that confidence, I do roll in a number of chip shots into the hole, saving a lot of strokes. Sometimes those chip shots are for birdie, or they can save a par. So here's the technique. Like I said before, I have a gap wedge here, and you can use any club that you want to that you're comfortable with. Pitching wedge, sand wedge, 52, 56, whatever, doesn't matter. Whatever club you're comfortable with. What has to happen is that you have to lower your hands on the club like this. You don't want to hold it on the end. There's no need for that. But you want to hold it, just lower your hands on the club so that you have more control of it. And you don't use the word, never use the word choke. Use the word lower. Choking means that you're creating tension. And golf is supposed to be a tension-free game. So here's the technique. Hit the club away, down and through. Down and through. Again, watch that the head stays behind the ball throughout this shot. I'm going to play this ball inside my right heel. Inside my right heel for this shot. That allows me to get the club down to the ball quicker. But still in rhythm. Always in rhythm. So here's the shot. Here's the shot. Away and through. The head stays behind. There's plenty of time to look. Plenty of time to look. Look at your target. Try not to rush it through. The head stays behind. Plenty of time to look. I guarantee you, if you practice this shot, you're going to have more fun on the golf course, and you're going to lower your handicap quite a bit. Now here's an extended swing that is good to use if you're hitting over a bunker or some water. you have to extend it just a little bit more. And you have to trust that you can do this. I can do this. I can do this. There's never an occasion on the golf course for a negative thought. Everything has to be positive. I can. I can. Okay. Here's the extended version of this shot. I'm hitting over water or a bunker. I have to get on the green. I've got confidence that I can do this. And I'm just going to extend this shot just a little bit and let the club finish high. I'm going to try that one more time. And I would like for the camera to be on the club and see where it finishes. All I'm doing is reaching for the sky to make sure the club finishes high. The club finishes high, just like that. Another thing, one more thing about this shot, is that taking the club away, you don't want to break your wrist. You want to let your wrist stay locked in, just like hitting a putt, but just bring it up. If you break your wrist, it's easy for the club to get off the pad. Take the club back, keep the wrist kind of flat, back of the left hand is facing the target, and just bring it through. Just do this a few times before you hit your shot, because this practice shot is a preview of coming attractions, your perfect shot. So here's one more shot. The grip pressure is consistent at address and throughout the shot. Just like that. Watch your scores come down if you practice this shot. You're going to have more fun. Guaranteed. We're at the putting green now, and this is the favorite part of my my golf game. I love to putt because it is an art and a science, and it's so easy to roll the ball a short distance. The only thing you have to have is a positive attitude that I can putt, I can make putts. And the only other thing you have to have is a feel for distance, because the golf ball only weighs ounces, so it doesn't take a lot of energy to propel it a short distance on the green. A short distance to propel this ball only weighs ounces. So let me show you the correct position to get in when you are on the green. Okay, this is the favorite part of my game. I love it because putting is an art and a science, like I said before. The grip is important, and if you'll notice, all putting grips have a flat surface. That's so that the thumbs can get on the club and both thumbs are right down the shaft. That's why this grip has a flat surface, so that both thumbs can rest comfortably on the grip. The other clubs, the grips are rounded, and that's for another reason, so that the hands can rest in a different position. So that being said, I always use rhythm in putting. Before I stroke a putt, I'll take it back and just use the words 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or a word I've used for years, tick, tock, just like a pendulum on a clock. The pendulum goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's my putting stroke, and I never rush through my stroke. The pendulum on the clock doesn't rush back. It goes back and forth in complete rhythm. On my setup on the green, I'm playing the ball inside my left heel, right inside my left heel. Sometimes you might want to play it in the center, but fundamentally you want to play it inside your left heel. My feet are at my shoulder length apart, never like this. You will stand as close to the ball as you can. That closes down the gap. You stand as close as you can. That closes down the gap and eliminates a lot of errors. Again, I address the ball, and at no time do I pick it up from the ball. I take it back low to the surface, as low as I can, come through the ball, putt through the ball, never to the ball. Again, I take it back low, never picking it up. My head stays steady over the ball. There's a straight line back that I take it back through, a straight line through to the target. On most putts, the putter head never goes beyond my right foot. Never beyond my right foot. If I take it back here, I can lose a lot and have a hard time getting back on the pad. So normally I take it back just to my right foot and right through to the ball. You're not going to hit it that much harder by finishing, but you never want to hit like that. Always complete your putting stroke by just following through. Watch the head stays steady and low. One, two. One, two. Bingo. So a good way to build a rhythm in your putting stroke is to purchase a metronome. Metronome is used by musicians. The average golf pro uses a metronome just to keep that rhythm. And they set it at about 70. This one is set at about 100. This is the metronome that I would prefer you to use. It's been used by musicians and a lot of great golfers over the years. Golfers are still using this tool when they practice. You probably won't see it at a tour event, but at their home course, they are almost always using a metronome. This metronome would help your putting stroke. It would help your golf swings, your short game, even the driver, because it's just a rhythm, and your swing has to always be in rhythm. Here's a technique that I would like you to check it out, and you can go to a website called thetappingsolution.com. thetappingsolution.com. Like I said before, a lot of tour players have been tapping for years, but they've been doing it quietly for the sand shots or bunker shots. Even though my bunker game terrifies me, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though my bunker shots terrify me, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though my bunker shots terrify me, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I don't practice my bunker shots, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I don't practice my bunker shots, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I accept myself. Even though I don't practice my putting as often as I should, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I don't practice my putting as often as I should, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I don't have the perfect putting stroke, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I don't have the perfect putting stroke, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I would use these a setup statement, and you can create your own. You don't have to say them out loud on the golf course, but it's good to create your own script before you play a round of golf, say that morning or that night. You'll be surprised at how your golf game can improve. If you want further information on the whole tapping sequence, there'll be a liner with this CD or a DVD, and you can contact me, and I'll give you a private session. That's for sure. But you're almost guaranteed that your golf game is going to improve by using EFT.